The Nigerian military has been clamping down on some newspapers. Abuja says it suspects some delivery vans may be used to transport explosive devices across the country. But the action has been greeted with heavy criticism from journalists who accuse the government on clamping down on press freedom. CCTV's Deji Badmus has more.
Reports say the clampdown may be the result of a particular newspaper report that about 12 military generals were being court-martialed for aiding Boko Haram. The military has since denied the report, saying it is not true. It also says the clampdown on some newspapers is just a mere security routine and not targeted at the content or operation of the affected newspapers. But journalists are not buying that.
It's not routine. It's not usual. If it's usual, then there would not be an outrage over it. It's unusual, it's undemocratic, it's unexplained. He told us that it's about security, and that does not explain anything.
On the streets of Lagos, you don't get the sense that the media is being hounded. As a matter of fact, where I am now is a newsstand, and as you can see, all the papers are here. Now, with the exception of the Vanguard newspaper that has these as its bold headline saying, Boko Haram soldiers wage war on newspapers, you don't really have other newspapers reporting it. And one of the newspapers that has been reportedly targeted by the military action is Leadership newspaper. But then the newspaper is on this stand.
But reports indicate the clampdown is worse in some other parts of the country.
In some places, they even detained the vehicles and detained the driver until evening, just to ensure that they could not circulate. So it was a well-planned action. And it was coordinated in most parts of the country.
Meanwhile, with 50 days now gone without any trace of the schoolgirls kidnapped by Boko Haram, the United Kingdom has now called a ministerial meeting for June to discuss new strategies to combat the sect.
The fact that the international community is showing a lot of concern, I think it bodes well for fraternity of countries and states among themselves.
Such meetings are likely to come under more criticism in the coming days if the Chibok girls continue to remain in captivity. For now, President Jonathan is assuring the country his government will soon end the insurgency.
All what I can assure you is that those issues of equipment or this and that, we are handling them. And God willing, these challenges of Boko Haram or other criminal elements will soon come to be history in this country.
It's an assurance Nigerians will be desperately hoping to hold on to. Deji Badmus, CCTV, Lagos, Nigeria.